Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. शंकर भगवान की जय. हरि ओम तत्सत. श्री Shankaracharya Digvijayam. Yesterday, after the Shankaracharya again started his Digvijay Yatra from the Kaladi, from his native place, then reached to the Madhyarjunam, that is the central part of the Tamil Nadu. After visiting the Madurai, Chidambaram and all that, this Madhyarjuna Kshetram is a Mahalingeshwara Kshetram, and here there are so many Saivites are living, many others are also there. So they all came to meet the Shankara. Many came with curiosity to see what he is going to tell. They heard about him before itself. Now many people gathered, and some Vadana sabhas are also arranged. And Shankara, as usual, teaching them the essence of the Vedas, the Vedanta, and very clearly he is explaining and all that. They all listened, but they kept one condition. We simply just cannot accept what you say. The Lord who is staying in this place is a Pratyaksha Daivam for all of us. He has many times uh, appeared in the dream and appeared in different forms, and Upadesha given, guided to the many bhaktas. So for all of us, this Mahalingeshwara is the Pratyaksha Daivam. Unless he comes and says, or the voice comes from him, then only we will accept that Advaitam Satyam. Otherwise not. We don't want debate and all that. We know that you are a very genius. By talking to you, we will get defeated. But anyhow, what you are saying may be correct or we don't know. But our Lord should say. Then there is no option for Shankara. And next day, again in the same temple, as usual, along with his disciples and all, entered by lot of chantings of Lord Shiva's stotrams and all that. Then Shankara sat in front of the Mahalingeshwara, kept his dandam, kamandalam, everything, and started hunger strike. So this hunger strike is not started just recently by Mahatma Gandhi or somebody. What Shankara says, O Lord, with your command only I have taken up all this work. As a sannyasi, for me, there is nothing to achieve or to do anything. So if you want to fulfill, and if this Digvijay Yatra has to continue, it is your job. If you are not answering, what way you are going to answer, I don't know. Then I will just drop everything here and I'll keep quiet. I cannot continue further. In this way, Shankara Munnavratam Pandrar in front of the Shiva Bhagavan. Then then Shankara simply said, this is all I am telling. Shankara didn't tell to anybody anything. Everybody, the whole pandal, the temple, filled with the vibration of the Shankara Namam, Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva, so many other stotrams and so many other things, chantings, everything going on. And Among those people who are all mainly want to get the reply from the Mahalingeshwara, those who are very pure at heart, they have Shraddha, devotion, and Anushtanam, everything. For such kind of devotees, after some time, they heard a inner voice. Many times in Puranas, we see that Akashavani as Kamsa heard when he is going to kill his own cousin sister Devaki. Akashavani, okay, don't do what he heard. Why he thought of killing that eighth child of this your cousin sister, whom you are now glorifying and taking in Ratham? That child is going to be your enemy. This voice of the divine heard by everybody there. But every time it need not to be heard by everybody, the divine voice. But these people who are all sat there waiting for the reply, they all heard in their inner ears, heart, that Mahalingeshwara replying to them, what? Advaitam Satyam. Advaitam Satyam. Advaitameva Satyam. And not only that, he given the Mahavakya Upadesham also, Tattvamasi. When this has heard by many people, not loudly, but they all felt and heard that, then everywhere Jaya Jaya Shankara, Shiva Shiva Shankara, Jaya Jaya Shankara, Hara Hara Shankara, the Namam is filled the entire atmosphere. And all they came and prostrated and did namaskara to Shankara, and in a great uh, happiness and all that they celebrated, did the worship to Shankara and accepted him as a Sarvagna. What he is talking is the truth, ultimately. This is one miracle like thing happened in the Madhyarjuna Kshetram. Then after that, he argued with many other people also. Most of them are accepted, agreed. At least those who are in the Rajasika, Tamasika Bhakti, they are converted into Sattvika Bhakti. That is the main job of Shankara. Let them at least be in a Sattvika Bhakti. Gradually, they will come to the Gnanam later. Sattvat Sanjayate Gnanam. Without the Sattva Guna in the person, it is impossible to attain the Gnanam. So, whatever means you try to improve your Sattva Swabhava. So, then after that, the journey towards the Sri Rangam, Periya Perumal, Periya Kovil, everything is Periya there. That means the big Lord, big temple, everything is big. Even the Morasu, what they play the Melam in the morning, that is also very big. Everything is big. Is really big. So Sri Rangam, Bhagavan, Acharya reached and went to have the darshan of the Sri Ranganatha Swami and chanted a very beautiful the Sri Ranganatha Ashtakam. आनन्दरूपे निजबोधरूपे ब्रह्मस्वरूपे श्रुतिमूर्तिरूपे शशाङ्करूपे रमणीयरूपे श्रीरङ्गरूपे रमतां मनो मे. It goes like that. Kaveri Tire Ashtakam. And then so in those, it is a very strong Vaishnava Kshetram, and many were living just to live and die there itself. No? People believe like living in the Kashi and dying is enough. So, but there is no any study learning of the Bhagavad Gita or anything. Maximum Bhagavata Mahapurana or whatever their Vaishnava Granthas and the Alvars Kritis and Tamil Vedam. That is for them. But there is no listening of the meaning of Bhagavad Gita. It is not not popular. And so many Purana Kathas, they will like it. So there are so many local practices. As I told yesterday, Pancharatram or Vaikhanasam in this way. There are now many variety of people are coming and arguing, discussing with the Shankara stayed many months in the Sri Rangam because wherever needed, wherever really scholars and devotees and the Sanskrit Panditas are there, in that place only it is needed Shankara to stay and meet many different people. First, Gnana Vaishnavas came. Gnana Vaishnavas. They say if you surrender to the Lord, that itself is called Gnanam. Their argument, one or two points I will tell. Uh, and they quote the 18th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, 66th shloka, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. According to their convenience, they quote it. And that itself enough. And so we dropped the Karma Yoga and even any other kind of bhakti also, Veda Karmas. I'm talking about those days. Now, Vaishnavas, they were not left everything, Vedic Karmas, they do. They are, but those days, we need not to do anything. So they completely left the other thing, just Sharanagati. Then for that, they have got some procedures and putting the symbols here and there. That is enough. And then Shankara argues with them, see, a person without purifying his heart with the Karma Yoga and developing the love, devotion towards the entire universe through the Bhakti, Ekagrata, it is not possible for a person to go to the Jnana. Then if that is the case, and how you can teach to a ordinary people this kind of Sharanagati. Sharanagati is the very, very supreme uh, kind of implication. Sharanagati. In Vedanta also, after did the Sharanagati only, you are eligible now to the Gnanam. But not what they are thinking, that kind of Sharanagati. Here, Sharanagati means we give up the identification of the body, mind, intellect, gradually, gradually, gradually. Then only the meaning of the Upanishad words or the teacher's words will meaningful for us. Because all those descriptions are not related to this phenomenal body, mind, intellect complex at all. So then you will start listen with the subjectivity, not as objective. So Shankara convinced them, they were all slowly, finally agreed. And Shankara given a definition clear, the Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja means, okay, you can interpret in any way by taking the Sanskrit word, give up all the anatma identification. Sarvadharman, in that dharma, dharma also includes, as Nachiketa said, anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat. So that is the meaning, sarva dharman, all the anatma things, everything you have to give up. Mamekam, that ekam is, of course, Bhagavan used as the mam, a first person claiming that he himself is the Lord. That mam, when he said, when you apply that, when I am saying that you, and if you apply that I, in your meaning, in your understanding, even Upadesham Mahavakyam, tat tvam, then how you will take it? Oh, I am Brahman? Ah, yes, that only I am telling. So, this tvam usage of that means really there is no you word in Sanskrit from Vedantic angle. There is no you tvam word. When I say tvam, it is for you, I. For anybody, where is the tvam? Think in that angle. So Shankara clearly, that is self. Hold on to only that. Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Then You will be liberated from once for all for good from all the punya, papa, dharma, adharma, this, that, all confusion. Shoka, moha, bhaya, nivaranam will take place. Okay, he explained and they finally agreed. And at least now they started not become so, neglecting the karma, all that they started taking. And then another karma Vaishnavas came. What they say, if you simply say the Lord's name, that is enough. That is now more prevail in this Bhakti Sampradaya, that Bhajana Sampradaya. Upon telling the Lord's name is itself is enough, that will purifies you, that will do everything. And you need not to go to Bhagavad Gita class or Vedanta class, okay? If you go there, you will become mad. Then what they quote, one sloka, they say, Sarva Vedeshu Yat Punyam. By reading all the Vedas and knowing all the Vedas, what Punyam you are going to get? Sarva Tirtheshu Yat Phalam. By going to different places and pilgrimages, whatever you are going to get that Phalam. Tat Phalam Naram Nara Apnoti. That Phalam, this person, human being can get it. How? Stutva Devam Janardhanat. Just by chanting the Rama 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna. Kalisanta Upanishad said, Sri Rama Rama, that mantra is enough. That's all. Then Shankara said, okay, what you are telling. But you are a Vaishnava. You may love Krishna. You may know that he taught the Bhagavad Gita also. But have you gone deeply what it means there? Krishna mentioned any of these things there. You call me in a Rama name, you call me in a Krishna name. You put like this, electric post like a horizontal railway track or .com. He didn't say anything. Anywhere? Nowhere. Then how you can hold on to only the symbols and all these things? Nama will help for a person. Somewhat devotion, love comes and pure, but it is not ultimate. But they will quote all this. So Shankara convinced them also. Then travel towards the Tirshunapalli Jambukeshwara, where Akhilandeshwara Jalalingam. Under the Kadamba Vriksha, he sat there and with that big group of people and many more others also, the Vedanta Vicharana started. Wherever possible, Shankara not leaving these people who are following. Okay, Guru never neglect the who depended on him and believing him, holding on to him. So wherever possible, Vedanta discourses Shankara. There, the main crux of the karma and gnana, where these two leads and what is their direction, in 4 points I will tell. One is karma upasana is kartrutantra, gnana is the vastu tantra. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. You don't require anything because you are everything. You are the problem and you are the solution. So Kartrutantra, this is Vastu Tantra. And that is action oriented. This is truth oriented. Truth oriented. So there is a lot of doership in everything. Here, non-doership. Akarta, abhokta. There you want to become something. In karma and devotion, you want to become something. Here there is no need or question of becoming, just being. That's why Upanishad says, knowing is being. Okay. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. That eva is very, very important. So in this way, he given the lessons to then traveling towards the Arunachala Shiva. Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala, Arunachala. Sunanda, who is now Padmapadacharya, he belongs to the Sri Rangam, I told. So mostly the boys living in south, maybe in his childhood when he was a brahmachari with his parents, or maybe he may heard or he may came to Tiruvannamalai, so he knows what is the story behind this Purana, Katha, all that. But the route is those days traveling very, very difficult. This is a completely forest. All wild animals, tigers, even Ramana living time also, tigers were moving there in the on the mountain and the forest. Okay, so Padmapada telling all this on the way. Now they are traveled through a long distance, and to find out the correct and shortest and safest route, they used to take the help of the tribals. And those tribals who are living there, they show the way. Not only that, they also telling so many stories about the Arunachaleshwara, Tiruvannamalai Mahatmyam, what happened. Those days, Gnana Sambandar also came here. This, that, so many. The local stories are all where the Mahatma lived, where that another Gnani got. There are so many Mahatmas are lived there. That is the Tapobhumi, Gnana Kshetram, no? Then somehow they reached to the Tirunamalai, and all of you, all of them are felt so peaceful, calm, because even Acharya is there. They were traveled to so many places before, but a special attraction. And there is no much debates and all that. Shankar also didn't engage, and there is no much population living in and around. Those who are all there, they are already in samadhi. Samadhi means meditation, silence only. Uh, Ramana Tirunamalai means people will like silence, isn't it? That is what Ramana also demonstrated and lived. Anyhow, everything is going on peacefully. Everybody wants, let us be here some more time, let us be here some more time. Even they requested Acharya. Acharya also agreed, they were staying there. But whenever Acharya feels to like to talk, he will interact with the students. Then they asked one and two of them this. One is the Kshetra Mahima, everything is they came to know. Fine. Ask what? The story tells that Dakshinamurti sitting in silence and communicated the knowledge to those disciples who are sitting. How is it possible in silence to communicate? One question. Then, for that Shankara, it is possible because in that speech, it has got four different levels. Okay. Therefore, Madhyama Vaikharupa Pashyanti Paradevata. Madhyamavani, Vaikharivani, Madhyamavani, Pashyantivani, Paravani. When a person is abide in that Paravani, that is called Maunam, that has got the capacity to communicate to the person, whoever is with Shraddha and dedication receives. It is like a wireless thing. It is possible. Don't think that only words can communicate. That means, but you must be Uttama Adhikari to receive the teaching in silence. Okay? Don't ask now, then why you are all people talking hours together and making us suffer? 3 classes, 4 classes. சார் எங்களுக்கு டீச் பண்ணாவே புரிய மாட்டேங்குது வர மாட்டேங்குது ஸோ அப்போ இன் சைலன்ஸ் ஹவு யூ வில் கெட் இட் பட் எனிஹவ் it is possible. So Shankara explained to them, and then immediately some other student asked, tell the significance of what is Dakshinamurti, that particular Rupam or that name or Tattvam behind this Dakshinamurti. For that also Shankara very elaborately explained. Dakshina means Gnanam. Dakshina means that Gnanam which is having the tremendous compassion, Karuna. தயத்தோ கூடி இருக்கிற. Dakshina means filled with the Shanti, peace also. Daya Shanti Lakshana Swarupam Gnanam. That is called Dakshina Gnanam. Dakshina and Amurti, that's why. Being it is a Gnana Swarupam, consciousness, Chit. It doesn't have any form. It is not Dakshina Murti. That is for the normal people. He face towards the south and sit. Dakshina Amurti. Formless. Chit is the essence. Dakshina Amurti. So like this, after many more, even the Chinmudra, he explained, all that. Every aspect. Chitram Vadataror Mule Vruddha. Everything can be given some meaning and all that. Chinmudra is again three gunas or three avasthas, and whenever the reflected consciousness identify with these three gunas or three avasthas or three bodies or whatever, then samsara begins. But if the same reflection merges with the consciousness, that's why in English this is called conscious gesture, Gnana Mudra or Chin Mudra. So what it indicates? The reflection came merged with the consciousness. This reflection only ahankara according to Vedanta. But only thing is that thinks that no, I am only reflection, but where from I have come, let me drop the reflection aspect, ahankara aspect, and then what remains is the shesham is the pure consciousness. So in this way, Shankara explained about the Chinmudra also, and after long discussion, there only, that time only, Vishwam Darpana Drushyamana Nagari, the entire what he talked to them, Shankara kept it in a nutshell, powerful package, Dakshinamurti Stotram. And after hearing that, Sureshwara Acharya got inspired so much, and he written a commentary on this few shlokas, Manasollasam, nearly 200 shlokas on these 8 to 10 shlokas. That much elaborated. That is his capacity, his feeling of that. That's why if you read along with the Dakshinamurti Stotram, Manasollasam also, it will be more and more useful, clear. Okay, then next journey towards the Kalahasti and Tirupati, Seshadri, where Lord Sriman Narayana, which is very famous, popular place, pilgrimage center that time itself in Shankara's time, where there are 7 giris, Saptagiri, Seshadri, Neeladri, Garudadri, Anjanadri, Rishabhadri, Narayanadri and Venkatadri. Every mountain has got a different story behind it. And there Shankara lived for a few days, and mainly some questions asked by students. They say if this Lord is worshipped here, then it is equal to worship all the Mukul 33 crores or whatever devatas. Shankara said yes. If whatever may be the Ishta Devata of you, but if you come and remembering that Ishta Devata, but you see that Ishta Devata is the part of this Sriman Narayana, then it will bless. So like this, some secrets of that place also Shankara explained, and Shriyantra, he wantedly again installed there. That's why Tirupati Balaji become the richest Lord or the pilgrimage center in the world. Not only that, he said, this power of this kshetra will attract the people from all over the world for many, many centuries which are going to come. So like this, some details he has given. And then after visiting the Kalahasti also, then the traveling towards the Kanchipuram, which is again a hub for the spiritual. According to some Puranas, it is said for the entire spiritual world, this is the nucleus or the hub, like Kanchipuram, which is filled with the city of temples. Everywhere you see temple, temple, temple. Now many may be not there, but those days now also. The Kamakshi, Amma, Ekambareshwara, Varadaraja Perumal, mainly now these three are known to people. Those days, the Pallava, Chanukya, these, these are two different dynasties. Being they have a frequent quarrel among them, they were not able to take care of the Sanatana Dharma, Vaidika Dharma. When they become selfish, naturally, the rulers become selfish. The culture and the greatness of the society will be lost. So then, because of that, Bauddha Jaina Prabhavam has entered. Because of that, all the temples and the gopurams are all slowly becoming, fade out, Sithilam. And in that particular juncture only, again, because of Appar Swami, Gnana Sambandar, Manikavasagar, because of these great three Bhakta saints, particularly these three are belong to the Shaiva. So Shaivaism has again little bit protected Shaiva. Because of the Alvars, that Vaishnava side again revived. This is the situation that time in the entire this thing. Then Acharya lived there for many days, and he punarodharanam of both. That's why Vishnu Kanchi and Shiva Kanchi. In both the places, the temples are very much under a ruined condition. Shankara again there is no systematic pujas and all that. Irregularities are there. So he talked to the people and he has helped, but both the Vaishnava and Shaivism both to become flourish again, flourish. But if they argue and go against to the Vedanta, then he will argue, Shankara. But basically, you need not to leave your path. Be in that path and find out, discover what is the ultimate. In this way, Nandi Varma, the Raja, those days who is ruling that place, he welcomed the Shankara and asked to, shall I arrange the place for you to stay in a palace or somewhere? Shankara said, no, we will be in the outskirts of the city. Ekambareshwara Vanam, where Ambal, Parvati Devi did the tapas. Shankara selected that place and they were all staying there. And what happened, the history says that time, before Shankara goes, being people are all diverted and left the Vaidika Dharma and become adharmic, that Nagara Devi Kamakshi got angry. And because of that, a lot of floods and heavy rains or no rain, drought, all kinds of famines has taken place. People are suffering. These are all because of you are following the adharmic life. That is the indication. Then, anyhow, slowly because of Shankara's visit, now everything has flourished. Then Shankara visited all those temples, even Kamakshaman temple. There also he Kamakshi Yantram and Shri Yantram, both. What is the difference? Actually, the secret behind this Kamakshi is Kama Koti. That's why the title came to that ashram Kanchi Kama Koti. Kama, the desire. The end of the desire is called Kama. Koti means a pinnacle, end and stop. Uchi. Kama Koti. So unless the desire ends, then only the spiritual evolution. How it is possible? That's why the beautiful Kamakshi, who is having the eyes filled with the passion and all that. Once if you see her, then all your worldly desires will disappear. From the bhakti angle, if you see, the beauty of the goddess, if you see, that's why Shankara has to describe so much the beauty of the Saundarya Lahari. But slowly, slowly, he will take you inside to the core. So that's why Kama Koti. So like this about this place, and a lot of discussions, debates are taken place, and then there Astikas, Bauddhas, Digambaras, Svetambaras, Sunyavadis, so many were came for arguing. And in that Charvaka, the Nastika Mata, we know about them. That time there are people. So what he claims that we don't no need to believe anything because we don't know anything about what next happens after your death. So that's why he says, Yavat Jivet Sukam Jivet. As long as you live happily. Kavo pivo maja karo. Fir maro, don't worry, you are going to die. But as long as you live happily. One way, if you take for this suggestion, this quotation, is good only for the worldly standpoint. Now, what is this worldly people's way of life? They won't eat in time. They won't sleep in time. Yes, but they want to earn more money, more money, more money. American rat race, 10 years, 20 years, like this until their body become spoiled and then end with some disease, then they will realize. But if you see from this angle standpoint, what Charuvaka said is correct only. Even you are not enjoying and eating and slowly, not able to sleep well, not able to be with the family, no time. Then what for this life? But if you see, majority people are running towards that fast life, mechanical life. But we are not just supporting the Charvaka. What he says that so yavat jivet sukham jivet runam krutva ghrutam pivet. Even you borrow the money and buy the ghee and make neyi vada, neyi payasam and all that and eat and become hmm, increase your body weight and you need not to pay back again like bank loans. No, I can't give, I don't have say. So this is their theories. Shankara says only one or two points I will tell. You see, this body itself is born out of the karma janyam. It is this body is because of karma janyam, and it functions according to the karma phalam. That means in your argument, there are three types of fallacies. What are they? You have one fallacy, atmatva bhranti. You are not, you don't know about Atma, you are not interested to know about Atma, you have no desire to inquire. According to you, okay, this is the Atma. Atmatva bhranti. Then another fallacy, uh, guna adana bhranti. Guna adana bhranti means I can change its functions and all that. I can modify it by doing this, by doing this. You cannot. We will try. How much you may try, it will take and go in its own course. And then doshapanayana bhranti. If I do yoga, if I do meditation, if I take this medicine, if I take that medicine, I will be very young, I will be happy, I will be healthy, I can live for long. Who are all taught, practice the Kaya Kalpa, they also died. They may live for another 10 years more. So these are all Bhranti. So three types of fallacies are there. By doing anything to this body, you cannot keep this body intact or permanent or healthy. any medicine, any yoga, anything. It has come because of karmajanyam. Now it has to exhaust and go. In between, what you are supposed to do, please try to know it. Know it, try it, seek it. That's it. Otherwise, loss, great loss. So, then finally, Shankara convinced and converted them at least from Nastikas to Astikas. And then slowly, higher is there. Moksha also you can try, but don't be like a Nastika like this. And many Buddhas are converted, again, came back to Vaishnavas. Many Jainas are converted means nobody has not done. They themselves accepted Shaivism. This is what happened. Then next, the time Shankara says that if you agree the Vedam, then you can easily agree the Atma Gnana Vishayam. First of all, if I am not at all accepting the Veda, Pramanam, then where is the question of the agreeing about the Atma Gnana? Then, if you accept the Atma Gnanam, then it is easy for you to accept the Advaita Gnana. So, connection is there. After that, he says, anyhow, Shankara himself expressed the how powerful this Maya. Many places he expresses in Viveka Chudamani here and there, Agatita Ghatana Patiyasi Maya. Here in Brahma Sutra Bhashya, he says one that I would like to remind. Atigambhiram idam atmayatatmyam mukti nibandhanam. This Shruti Mata Atigambhiram is praising first of all how great and glorious this. What? Atma Yathatmyam Mukti Nibandhanam. It talks about the Atma and it tells about how you will get liberated. Mukti Nibandhanam. And if this Shruti Mata Upanishads are not there, Agama Antarena Utprekshitam Ati Ashakyam Api Utprekshitum Api Asakyam. That means it is impossible if these Upanishads are not there. Even you cannot, without Upanishad, even you can just infer also there is Atma or there is a Moksham, and how you will know? How you will know? That's why Apaursheya Pramanam, Veda Pramanam, Vedanta Pramanam is the ultimate. Okay. In this way, so many arguments are there, then I have to go little faster. In one group of discussion, they're all Tamraparani is the famous river in that area, and Payaswini also. 7 years old boy came in that group of people debate. 7 years means how much he didn't came just with his father. He came to listen and ask some questions. After seeing that boy, Shankara felt so happy, and then he's asked Shankara, looks at this Chitsuka, uh, what you are remembering by this seeing this boy? Then Chitsuka said, yeah, I remembered those days in Kaladi, one small boy also like this. That means about you only. You are also like this, like a joke, no? Both is looking at Chitsuka and asking. Then Shankara called that boy closer, and Shankara hugged him, small boy. He patted on the cheeks and that, what do you want? Shankara asked. Then he says, even for Devatas, which is very difficult to attain, give me that sannyasa. Not gnanam. Of course, there is no question of gnanam at all for Devatas. Where is the question of sannyasa? Or where is the question of sannyasa? If there is no question of sannyasa, where is the gnana? I want that. which is even for devatas it is ashakyam. That sannyasa you please confirm on me. Then Shankara accepted, took that boy, handed over to the Sureshwaracharya. You know, in later, that small boy, grown up, becomes so great scholar, Gnani, Sarvagna Atma Yatindra. Sarvagna Atma Yatindra. Sarvagnatma. In some places it is mentioned. You know, he is famous for his Samkshepa Sharirikam writing. Samkshepa Sharirikam is the commentary on the Brahma Sutras. See? So Shankara knows that this boy is going to become a future Gnani and genius. And so like this, there are so many unnoticed, unknown to us. Then Kashi Raja finally, sorry, Kanchipuram Raja, we are in Kanchi, called the big the Sadas. Now finally, let us all accept and give the title to this Adishankara Sarvagna title. Sarvagna. Already in Mugambika, one Sarvagna title has given. Now here once more, because Kanchi is also a very, very main center for learned people. So Sarvagna Pattam can be given only in that conference only, not anywhere somewhere. So like that, then Yatra continued towards the again Andhra, Karnataka, even though previously visited, and there we told already in the border of the Andhra and Karnataka in Srisailam, Shankara met one Krachabhairava, and but Krachabhairava, instead of he meet directly, he sent one of his disciple. He tried to kill the Shankara. All that story we saw. Now that time, so Vaidic Matam is almost in a depleted condition, and they follow the Bhairava Tantra, one group of people. For all of them, only this Kracha Bhairava is the leader. Now, in Karnataka, also there is one Ujjaini name place, not that Ujjaini, Madhya Pradesh, there is another Ujjaini. And being now, there are kings and some support soldiers are also there. Otherwise, going to that place, to their territory is very difficult. They won't allow. But kings are there. Sudhanva says, Acharya, we need not afraid of anybody. Let us go. Then Shankara also decided, but somehow he came to know that Krachabhairava came. Krachabhairava. What happened? Now he is facing the Shankara face to face. And by debate and argument, he knows that he cannot win. Then finally, he becomes so angry. This fellow is a threat for our sadhana, for our religion. So he want to again destroy the Shankara in any way. So this time he himself came. He's a very great tapasvi. He's got some siddhis also. Bhairava siddhis are all there. He had a kapalam, the human skull in the hand. Their dress and their way of everything is different. And after when there is a small fighting also taken place between the soldiers and the other kapalikas also, but Shankara came side and just stood like untouched. Then that Krachabhairava got more and more angry. Now you came with the Raja and the soldiers and all that. See what I am going to do. I will invoke my Bhairava. In that Kapala, he chanted some mantras and all that. Suddenly, a lot of that Sura, some kind of alcohol started filling that skull and started overflowing. And he invoked the Bhairava. He's got such a power of that invoking Bhairava. Finally, he heard the voice of the Bhairava. Okay, what? So many years you kept me in your captivation in the name of the Vamachara. Now you can't do anything. Only thing you go and surrender to that Shankara. He got the command from his own Ishta Devata Bhairava. Then when he listened like this, he shivered. Now all my tapas and power, everything has gone. Instead of surrendering to him, it is insult like, and there is so many Agnikundams are arranged. They always Agnikundams will be there, Bali and all. He himself jumped into that and sacrificed his body. Gone. So this is one incident happened. Trachabhairava and the Kapalikas and many others then surrendered. I mean, they accepted and understood what Shankara telling. And after all this, some other place, then Shankara sat quietly and called Padmapada, Sureshwara. What is all this? What you are doing in the name of the Digja Yatra? Meeting such a kind of people, these are all cruel people, killing this, that, and mamsa, alcohol. They were completely in a wrong path. We were living in the Himalayas and in the banks of the Ganges, in Sringeri. What a peaceful, happy life that. Peaceful, happy means calm, quiet. Why all this thing? I think it's not necessary to continue this Digvijay Yatra and meeting these worldly people and keep on. It is necessary for a sannyasi parivrajaka. Shankar questions and tells to them. That time after talking like this, sat quietly for some time. Then changing this world and people is impossible. What is the lesson for us? Never try to change anybody, even your own life partner or your children, anybody. We can't change anybody. Let us live a good, compassionate, lovable, dignified life. That's it. We have no any control on who are living outside of us because each one with a different package of the software of karma. Why you poke your nose and get disturbed unnecessarily? This is the message. That time he quotes Narada Bhakti Sutra, says no, Dussanga Sarvada Tyajayet. Keep Dussangam away. Vado na avalambyaha. Never indulge in argument with anybody. You don't try to prove anything to anybody. Quotes and all that. And then you, this so many years what tapas we had did, all that sadhana goes waste. Then after that, Shankara composed. Then who are really blessed people, Dhanyashtakam has composed. I read one shloka from Dhanyashtakam. Whenever if time permits, we have to listen to it. Tatsgnanam prashamakaram yadindriyanam तद्ज्ञेयं यदुपनिषत्सु निश्चितार्थम् ते धन्या भुवि परमार्थनिश्चिते ताः तेषास्तु भ्रमनिलये परिभ्रमन्ति. Like this 8 shlokas are there, Dhanyashtakam. Who are really blessed? Te dhanyaha bhuvi. These are the blessed people on this earth. Who? Paramartha nishchite thaha. Who realized and discovered the Paramartha Tattva. How? How they? Yajnanam prashamakaram yad indriyanam prashamakaram tadsgnanam, which makes your senses and the mind quiet and pacify. Prapanchopashamam in Gaudapa, the Karika, or in the Mandukam itself, Prapanchopashamam Shantam Shivam Advaita. Prapanchopashamam. So, first your mind and senses should pacify. Not satisfying, pacifying. Yadindriyanam prashamakaram. Tads gnanam. Which gnanam can give you that complete shama dama? Tadsgneyam. We must know that. What is it? Yet Upanishatsu Nishchitartha. Whichever is declared, decided, finally told by Upanishad. Those who know that they are the blessed people in this world, all others roaming in the darkness. Brahmanilaye paribhramante. They are all in the mental asylum. In one place, Krishna itself told in the Gita, okay, this is Ashashvatam uh, Lokam. Imam Prapya, this Lokam, he says, Ashashvatam Anishya Lokam. Ah, Imam Prapya. So he mentioned. Then Shankara also where a place, he says, this is a mental asylum. Everybody are living in this. Bhrantyalayam. He given that word Bhrantyalayam. In a mental hospital, Bhrantyalayam means don't think something. That's why we say Gnani only is the real sane person, all others are insane. Insane means mental, one way or other. Either senti or sentimental, then it will become a meter mental. Whatever. Oh, then, after this, Karnataka, again, from the entered into, this is in the border actually, entered into Andhra, then from there, Mallapuram, not our Mallapuram, Rajamahendram and Mallapuram. There, Shankara saw one funny, different way of people there. What? They worship the dog. They worship the dog. They say the dog is the vehicle for the god Mallari. Mallari. They behave, maybe dress up also like dog and walk on the four legs, bark like the dog. And they say this is the best to be as a servant. So this helps us to be in have developed to develop the service surrender like. So in this way they say that by being like this we will become humble servants of the Lord. That is their statement. Then Shankara, what a ridiculous thing this. Hmm? Your ahankara can destroy it only by the self-enquiry. Nothing. There is no any other medicine. Then he told that if you are behaving like this and thinking that you are like a dog, next janma definitely will be born as a dog. Because yadbhavam tadbhavati. Yat sankalpaha tad abhisampadhyate. As you think, so we become. Why unnecessarily you superimpose like this dog and donkey and all that? Okay. Even human body is the superimposition. Then walk towards the Marunagha Nagaram, where the Vishwaskena temple is there famous, and there Shankara wants to keep quiet for some time, and he told to Padmapada, 11 days at least I am going to a big people tree, and that trunk of the tree has got a big hollow hole. You will see many times big trees will have. But such a big tree, almost it's like a cave. Very comfortable, you can go and sit inside. And Shankara, I'm going to sit quietly. Manon Mani Mudra. That topic is belongs to the Yoga Shastra because Yoga Taravali, Shankara himself described what is Manon Mani Mudra. Okay. But generally in Vedanta classes, we don't discuss those things again. They kind of diversion unless a student is very, very matured about it. Okay. 11 days, Shankara sat quietly and take care that no one should come and disturb. And then after that, slowly again he got up and started eating. That's 11 days no eating, and it's a perfect, complete absorption samadhi. Then travel towards the journey towards Jagannath Puri, Orissa, and Acharya and important Shishyas alone stayed in the Jagannath Puri temple premises itself. Many others are at the seashore. Then again, when the Shankara went to the temple in the main sanctum sanctorium, there is no Jagannatha Vigraha, the original, whatever. Only Salagrama is there. That means Salagrama kept later some for worship. So what happened? The same incident like previous somewhere we heard now. Because of these intruders and the invaders, we came to know that better. We took the Lord and kept it in a box, jewels box, big jewels box, and we buried somewhere in the place. Now many years went off. We are not able to take it back. Then afterwards, when little climate is okay, we tried to dig, and where we forgot, and many because generation many years gone. Then the last one generation, last means the elderly people came to Shankara and said, now if we also die, nobody knows about this, what happened. So please give some solution how to install our Jagannatha Swami again. And Shankara again with his intuition found that under that banyan tree, you just dig and see some place he showed. They dig there, that same jewel box and the Jagannatha Swami again they got back, and that has taken and installed there. Then the Puri Raja also very much happy, and they all praised the Shankara. Many there also debates has taken place, and then that time itself, actually Puri, the king asked to establish the here one matha. Shankara had a thought of that also, but not done big thing. Later on, only he's going to allot some of these four main disciples. You go to there and stay. So then from Puri, Jagannatha traveled towards the Magadha, which is called Dakshina Kosala Desham, otherwise, which is the capital of the Jarasandha in Bhagavatam, Bharata story. There also many arguments and debates has happened, many Buddhas and Jains and others. Then again, once more, traveling towards the Kashi, where Acharya stayed before, same Manikarnika Ghat. Now this time, these all disciples are become so matured, and they have got so many other disciples. Each one is staying in a different place and continuing their classes and teaching and all that, because more crowd in one place, and Shankara only meeting only important some people. Important means who are really seekers and want some kind of guidance. In this way, after staying in the Kashi, then that time itself Shankara become very popular. Now again, crowds keep on coming and seeing. All are very much happy to see the Shankara. Then from there again travel towards the Avanti, again Madhya Pradesh, Mahakaleshwar and Ujjain, Omkareshwar, and again visited once more the place where he met his Guru, and he told to all the disciples, those who are not there that time, nobody is there, no? Afterwards only they came. This is the place where I met my Guru Govindapada, and all are so they felt so happy. Then from there, Saurashtra journey towards, which is surrounded by the big forest and all that. Many tapasvis who were done the penance before there. Gorakshanada did tapas there, and here Shankara given sannyasa diksha to many newly means who are matured and capable to become sannyasis. Their sannyasa diksha given to, and Mahavakya Upadesham also done. Then from there, Somanatha Darshanam, one of the Jyotirlingams, where and all this Lord Krishna's divine places, Prabhasa Kshetra. Prabhasa Kshetra in Yuddham, the final, before the Krishna leaving the body, he told no, all of us, let us go to the Prabhasa Kshetram, and there only these Yadavas are started fighting each other. It is considered as one of the um, Tirthasthalam, now also Prabhas Kshetram. And Acharya stayed there, and there he is talking about the Gita Bhashyam. So far, Upanishad Bhashyam, Brahmasutra Bhashyam only he is teaching to the students morely, being it is the place where Krishna lived, that place, Gita Bhashyam. Then to the Dwarka king also invited, welcome. Then from there, mm, slowly travel towards the uh, Kashmir. But before that, actually, those days that's called Beluchistan, from which place actually many of the foreign intruders came into our country. The Yavanas, Punas, Shekunas, and many other different people. And many, many, many rivers are flowing there, which are mentioned in the Vedas, but now they are not appearing. So Shankara is able to find out all those different rivers, and then Kashmiram. Now we are in the last part of the Shankara Digja Yatra, and in Kashmir is Kashmir is symbol for the beauty of the divinity, isn't it? So there he uh, Namaste Sharade Devi Kashmira Puravasini त्वामहं प्रार्थये नित्यं विद्यादानं च देहि मे या श्रद्धा धारणा मेधा वाग्देवी विधिवल्लभा भक्तजिह्वाग्रसदना शमादि गुणदायिनी. Sri Sharada Stotram composed by Shankara. Namaste Sharade Devi. Sharada Kshetram is actually Kashmira Puravasini. Kashmiram is the Sharada Vidya Kshetram. We cannot imagine, but it is mentioned here. There is a big plain place, okay, surrounded by the 7 high snow peaks, where all varieties of knowledges people live surround, even Buddha Jaina also. It is not like, unlike Nalanda Takshashila University, but it's almost like a big university. But with that learning and doing sadhana, a very big Vidya Kshetram, Sharada Kshetram, that is Kashmir. Remember, Sharada Kshetram. All other things later. Such a big place is there, where again Sarvagna Peetam is there. Every year, many of these scholars of different margas, they all will come and talk about their things and all that, not for quarreling or anything. The source is the one divine mother. Pratyaksha Saraswati's presence is there. That is the belief, and that power is there. Sharda Kshetram, and there is a big pond inside. If you go, it will be layers lake. So many are there. Big constructions were there. Big means that those days, whatever way the constructions are there. Study centers are there. Big libraries are there. People live peacefully in that Kashmir Kshetra, and there is one river which is also called Krishna Ganga, which flows, and these disciples and all other Shankara, they constructed as temporary huts and lived, want to live for some time there. There also Vedanta teaching has taken place. Then actually this Kashmir Saraswati Kshetram is Vidya Kshetram, where Kashyapa Mahamuni did the tapas. That is the another important for that place. There are so many other rivers are also, and here now, after they reached there, Shankara with such a big group of people and all that, one side holding the hand of Sureshwara, Padmapada, and Chitsukha, going in front, and even the Shankara putting the leg before, he took his padukas and he hold the feet one by one of the Shankara and made to keep inside the Sharda Peetam. That is it. Peetam means Vidyakshetram. The people who are all already sitting there, so many Nayayikas, Tarkikas, group by group, their groups are all, many are there. Now Shankara has to, these are all arranged already. Arranged means informed because of the Sudhanva and these Rajas, and already informed the Kashmir Raja. He also very happy to receive the Shankara. And Shankara had debate with all different people, and finally he uh, convinced everybody. Defeated, we should not say, convinced everybody. Everybody accepted. And actually, that place is only to give a Sarvagna Pattam, the title. They won't give to anybody, maybe in many centuries also. They may get the little other titles, Shiromani, and that kind of every year, like, no, Padma Sri, like here we give different Pattam, but Sarvagna Pattam. Then when Shankara went, there is no any specific Saraswati idol or anything, even it is Sharda Kshetram. There is only a pond will be there, and especially a pot of water kept in this middle. And Shankara, after arguing with all of them, different chambers, different people, with so many, even yoga, Patanjali followers, and as well as our Vruddhas, who are the Sankhya people, because actually Sankhyas are more senior, like uh, they are the actually founders of the Vedanta, we can say, but somehow again they didn't come to fully to this. Like this, Shankara debated with everybody. Finally, the voice came that he is the Sarvagnaha. He is the only eligible person to get this title. And then that Sarvagna Peetham, there may be asanam, and that Raja invited and did puja and everything, made the Shankara to sit on that Sarvagna Peetha. In this way, Shankara received directly from that Sharada Kshetram Sarvagna title. And all are so much happily again saying Jaya Jaya Shankara Hara Hara Shankara Jaya Jaya Shankara Hara Hara Shankara. Now, the last 5 minutes, the conclusion. After that, Shankara didn't stay there. He came back again, and he went to many other places again. Quickly, I will say, he went to Ayodhya. After visiting Kashmir, again came down Ayodhya, Naimisharanyam, and the West Bengal, and then from the after that he entered into the Assam, and in Assam, then Nepal. Okay, so all these places he visited, and then again started towards the Badari Ashramam. Finally, once more, the main things he again is visiting, and on the way, what happened? This incident important in the Assam, as we know, it is a more again Kamakya Rupa. Shakteyas are powerful, no? There also one very uh, one person, the leader of that group, he is some name. He wants to again take revenge on Shankara's life. He got the powers of siddhis and all that. Being upasakas are there, he did some uh, abhicharika prayatnam. Abhicharikamanna, some kind of negative mantras and all that. If you chant and do that thing, that particular person will get effect. So on the Shankara, he did the Abhisharika karma. Because of that, Shankara started suffering with the what we say in English nowadays, the bleeding piles complaint. Like, but in Sanskrit the word is different. So much Shankara is losing the blood, and become so weak and all that. Then disciples are worrying. Okay, then they called some Vaidyas, but they said uh, all different Vaidyas are we tried, but it is not curing. We don't know anything other than this. Then Padmapada didn't leave that. He sat in meditation and again he invoked his Narsimha, okay, his Narsimha Upasakan. No? Why my Acharya is suffering? He's now, they all know that he's reaching now 32 years. Maybe Acharya leave the body. But my Acharya should not leave the body with such a disease and all that. Somehow we have to protect like that. He meditated and he got the inner voice. This is not because of Shankara said this karma phalam, it will go exhaust if the body may remain or go. Go what? But he wants to find out why it happened like that. Then the message came that you invoke all the Ashwini Kumaras. And Padmapada is so capable that he read some of those mantras from the Veda to invoke the Ashwini Kumaras. And they also blessed and came and told that this is not just a karma phala like that. It is some abhisharika karma. Somebody did this abhisharika karma. That is the cause for Shankara suffering. Then how it will go? You do the pritya abhisharika karma. Then that will go and hit that person. Now here the point which we have to know it is Avisharika karma means something tantric and big mantras and all that. Nothing. Even if we have a person constantly hating us and constantly having anger on us, constantly having the jealous on us, that is Avisharika karma only. It will affect. So let us not have any trace of hatred, jealous, or anger on anybody on any account. If we have, why? It will come and hit us only again. Then he came and told to Shankara. Shankara laughed and Padmapada, what you are, why you are worrying for this? Anyhow, this body has to go. Then he told, somebody did Abhisharika karma. Shall I do Pratyabhisharika karma? Again, Shankara shouted at him. Is it correct? Why you are so crazy? Let this body go in any disease with anything. So what? But without, sometimes disciples won't listen to the teacher. But his inner heart is not accepting. Padmapada went and silently did the Pratyabhisharika karma. And that fellow died. That fellow died, Shankara got relief. Then now the journey again up to the Kedar. Up to the Kedar. Then after reaching the Kedar, Shankara became so silent and quiet completely. And so only Sisha started questioning whatever important doubts. I can't explain all those things here, but a very good dialogue conversation between the Acharya and the disciples. And the way the Acharya talking, it seems to be that he is going to leave the body shortly. So everybody's heart is palpitating particularly. And then everybody after sitting and listening so many things from Shankara, one point they said, I'm just taking 5 more minutes and conclude. See how this Himalayas are beautiful, the snow is beautiful like this. Some of these disciples telling Shankara, after listening all that, the real beauty is you. Atma is the beautiful thing. There is nothing greater beautiful thing than Atma. Discover that, like that also he said. Then all finally gathered around the Shankara and there they chanted the Then Shankara becomes silent. They chanted the Totakashtakam. Karuna palaya mam bhavasagar dukkha viduna hrudam rachayakila darshana tattva vidam bhavashankara deshikame sharanam. All they did prostrations to Shankara. Chitsuka also did prostration, but he's not getting up. He's not getting up. Finally, after some time, Shankara said, Uttishta, get up. He got up. Then he prayed, Lord, oh Guru, you have to live 100 years. As Veda said, Shatashman Bhava, to bless us. Then Shankara again laughed. Ha, what a Maya, Chitsuka. You heard so much, you are blessed by the Shastra teaching, and you are talking like this. Is it correct? See that how firm the Acharya. Now it is confirmed that he is going to leave the body, the mortal body. It is palpated, felt by these disciples. That's why straight away Sutsuka asked and said indirectly. Then Shankara finally answered, don't be in the Brahma. Don't come under the clutches of the Maya. Then finally he chanted one shloka. Yedakashavat sarvagam shantarupam. You can understand simple Sanskrit. Yedakashagat Yedakashavat sarvagam shantarupam param jyotirakara sunyam varenyam yedadhyanta sunyam param shankarakyam yedantar vibhavyam tadevahamasmi. Saying this, Shankara immersed in a profound, deep samadhi. Of course, before that, he told to four of main disciples to go and take care. This Vaidika, Sanatana, Advaita Dharma should prevail. So, Sureshwara to the south and the one matha is established in the Badari itself, Jyotir Dhama, and there he says, here he given the that is north to the Trotakacharya and the east to the Padmapada Acharya in Dwaraka also, and in the west Hastamalaka, that is in Puri. So Srungeri, Puri, Dwaraka and Badari, four of. And you are going to establish and teach this, and it will remain until the stars and the sun lives in this world. So go and work. After allotted this only this shloka. Why this shloka? Because finally Chitsuka asked, O Lord, where do you stay? Where do you stay? And Sudhanva Raja also finally asked. Now the desire for action is completely disappeared from me. That means I am not going to move from here, from Kedar. And this question of the Chitsuka, where do you live, O Lord? Where do you stay? Then only this answer, Yedakashavat sarvagam shantarupam. This is okay. Shankara's simple answer. We live in your hearts. See, the word used plural, we live. So far, he never addresses when he discusses with the we live in your hearts. That is the only answer. That means Shankara is immortal Atma is called Shankara. Shankara, ever living self. He is here, he is there, he is everywhere. So Shankara, Charitam, Shankara, Digvijayatram is not ended. It is more and more flourishing. So with this Shankara Vibhuti, that Shankara Vibhuti should become our Anubhuti. With this, we conclude, and it is not a concluding topic. Very little we touched here and there. It's a vast ocean like. More and more you tune with that great spirit, with your spirit. You live with the Shankara. Shankara is nothing but the Atma. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरि ओम तत्सत्